Today's video will be a special review unboxing on something that I have never ever played, the PlayStation Mini. Say what you want, it has mixed reviews. We'll see what I think. 20 games, never played it. We'll open this up, but first, we gotta get a coffee. And you see Loki's fine. She gonna come up here? Loki. She kind of jumped in the box that this was in a couple of videos ago. She's doing fine. So yeah, just a little update on Lokes. And going with the Back to the Future 2 mug. Call it a retro gaming week, a retro week. Thought it'd be fitting to go back in time, Back to the Future. Left little cliffhanger when we got to this. There was a little accident, but you know, again, Loki's doing fine. Just kind of show this off before we jump right in here and do the intro proper. But let's take this box out of here, and if you flip this over, you can see, oh yes, it is the PlayStation Mini. Hopefully everything we need will be in here. I was thinking today, I don't have an extra, well, I might have to yank an HDMI, but hopefully there's everything we need will be in here. I was looking at some images. Oh, there's two. I thought just one controller came with this. Now I don't know, because I've never seen this before. I've never had the Mini, but I think one control, maybe two, but there's two controllers here. This is I would say a little bit bigger than the Mini Nintendo. This doesn't, so you can open that. Nope. It's just for luck. The reset, the power. I haven't played PlayStation since early 2000s. I mean, it's just crazy. So you have the power, the HDMI, pretty simple setup. Yeah, it looks great. Looks like the power supply, I'm going to need to find one of those ends, you know, to plug into the wall. But yeah, I'm guessing this goes into the back of the PlayStation, and then this will go into the charger. We have two controllers. One of them looks completely sealed. Maybe not. Maybe it's been open. I forgot the original controller, if it had those two round knobs. I know PlayStation 2 had that, and it kind of steered me away when I went the Xbox route. But going back to playing Showtime, NBA on NBC, you know, I was using these. Was this the analog? Is that, or would you consider the bottom of the analog? I was going this route when I was playing on my N64 because I'm not used to that middle part, and I guess I was holding it wrong. I was supposed to be holding it down there, but this would feel a little bit more natural. And I didn't like the two knobs with the PlayStation 2. This feels great because I went the Xbox route. I like the thumb move. So yeah, this is just very comfortable, just like the controller I remember. And then we have another controller. Might have got a little bit more playtime. Feels great. And then a couple extra, maybe just to do some opening up the system and stuff. Some extra pieces. But yeah, I'll have to find an HDMI, but we'll plug this in and check this out. All right, I was able to find an extra HDMI cord. Also, the power cord is in the back, and I did have to find one of these, so it did have that USB end. Doesn't look like it came with the PlayStation, so you're gonna need one of those. And then the controller plugs in, kind of USB style. Go with the Player One that I believe my buddy Carlo was using the most. So we'll just continue to rock with this. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Tuesday, May the 20th, 2025. Today is my mom's birthday. I want to wish my mom a happy birthday. I love you, Mom. We will get together this weekend. Looking forward. Just actually out at my parents' house. They have a new house. Just saw the new house. They're starting to get some appliances in, so I'm glad that things are starting to come together. We will be checking that out in the very near future. Tonight, we're going to be checking out, or this morning, depending on when you're watching the video, the PlayStation Mini, which was a gift from my friend Carlo and Angel. wanted to send it. They said they weren't playing this a lot, and to send it up my way, for me to check it out, I did have the PlayStation. Back in the day, I believe it was 98 that I got my first PlayStation. I went from my Super Nintendo to the PlayStation. I went right past the N64, and the first game that I ever played was Final Fantasy VII, and I think it's on here. 20 games, we'll check them out. We'll see what how it plays. I think that for the most part, it's underachieved from a lot of opinions out there on the PlayStation Mini, but I'll give you mine. We'll plug it in, and we'll play some games. Here is the main menu. Okay, so we'll just... Destruction Derby, 1995. Final Fantasy VII, of course, 97. Now, actually, PlayStation's been out since 95. I was going to guess 97. I believe it was 98 when I got mine. Grand Theft Auto. Look at this. Rockstar Games, 1997. Intelligent Cube, 97. Jumping Flash. Metal Gear Solid. Of course, Konami, 1998. Mr. Driller, 2000. Oddworld. Abe's Odyssey, 97. Rayman. I'm hoping that Crash Bandicoot is on here. I remember seeing Rayman. Resident Evil, Director's Cut, Capcom, 97. And it's interesting because I didn't know that this was Capcom. I didn't know that Konami made Metal Gear Solid. There just wasn't games that I really got into back in the day. Again, I was playing the Final Fantasy VII, and then I went right to NFL Blitz, NBA Showtime, and then before I knew it, Xbox. So it's cool that Ridge Racer Type 4 from 99 is on here. Ooh, Street Fighter 2 Puzzle Fighter Turbo. Okay, I have a couple different variants of that. Siphon Filter, 99. Tekken 3, that'll be a fun one to check out. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, 2000. Twisted Metal, yes, I have played Twisted Metal, 95. Wild Arms, 97. Battle Arena, Toshinden, 95. Cool Borders 2, looking forward to playing that. So those are all 20. Right off the bat, little disappointed that Crash Bandicoot is not on here. I expected to see that, and I know this is Phil, you're finding out about this, 10 years after this has come out, but I have never checked this out. And Crash Bandicoot was their Mario, was the Sonic of Sega. That was their face for PlayStation. So leaving him off, huge miss. I think it's a little bonus to have a racing game on here. Trying to make up for. I'm going to find reasons to say, okay, this isn't bad. Okay, there we go. Without having Crash Bandicoot. Not that I'm a huge Crash Bandicoot fan. It's just, it's kind of the face of PlayStation. You don't really see a lot of, kind of a short-lived character. But I think it would have been, done him justice if they would have brought him in and incorporated him in this system. Comparing it to the Nintendo, the NES Mini, or the Super Nintendo Mini, I guess hitting the reset will take us back to the main menu. I don't think there's a way to do it from the actual control. Now, I didn't go into any settings. Looks like there's a memory card, virtual memory card. You can confirm okay, so it does. You can save, which is good. Go into the settings quick. You can turn the screensavers on or off. So just pretty cut and dry, I guess. But yeah, I kind of missed that when we powered this on. Some of the guides here. We have product website, console button guide. of course, the memory, and then the resume point. So just like the Nintendo, that if I went into something like Street Fighter 2 puzzle, that will disappear, and then a new game. Yes, we're doing this old school again. A new game will start. Let's get into Tekken. You know, there was a move where he, yeah, there it is, kind of. Look how slow this is. Just, gosh. This is one home arcade I would definitely like to have as a Tekken. Just played a lot of Tekken. It's gonna take me a little bit to remember the, you know, kind of the style here. But yeah, Lee kind of, my buddy was always Lee, and he same outcome here. See, he kind of waits for you. He's a tricky fella. Oh, we're not done yet. I don't know what it is. I like Tekken. We need like, of course I can always play it on here now. This is great. This is a great gift. Now I can't just, I could retire and try law. Let's just keep it going here really quick. Seems like Yoshimitsu is totally not saying his name right. I would say is kind of the face of this game, with his little like lightsaber Mandalorian sword, or the dark saber, except it's green. I mean, I gotta admit, like I'm not anything to brag about on Ridge Racer or Tekken 3 for that matter, but it's just this is an old game. It's kind of coming back to me a little bit. I'm gonna get tricky with that sword. Nope, let me get up. Nope. Oh, he got me. He was quicker. Looked it up today to see if, can you find one? You know, besides like going on eBay or, you know, Facebook Marketplace. And Amazon has these, I want to say it was about $75. So kind of rating that, is it worth $75? I will, if that's what we can pick it up for right now in 2025. Is it worth it? And I think it's going to come down to if it's nostalgia for you, like this right here is nostalgia for me. That's the question. Like if you're a PlayStation fan, if there's games on here that, yeah, we can get them on other devices, but if this right here with the control, if this is pure nostalgia, is it worth picking up for $75? I guess that's what I will answer with at the end. You know, he's playing the battle with friends. You can go backwards. I think it's cool to have on. I think there's people that probably say I loved playing Twisted Metal. It was a heavy, hitting home game for me, and I did not. This was something that, you go to your buddy's house and there was a couple people and you're all playing against each other. This was not one of my. Oh, it's okay. It's those buttons. It's my L and right. Not a go-to game for me. Am I done? There we go. So I get to shoot one car. He thinks it's funny. Now I don't know if there's if I gotta hold down a button to go faster, or just, I guess they're just for tricks. It's like it's kind of turning on us. This is fun. See, I like, when we got stuff like this, like we didn't have, this wasn't on like a Super Nintendo. This wasn't on Sega Genesis. Like, if you had the N64 or a PlayStation, you would have, I was trying to bust a trick, I lost my train of thought. You would have games like this. So where are we going here? Well, I busted a trick and I went right off the edge of the mountain. So if you play it pretty flawless, you'll have that speed at least. Bust a trick. I'm just trying to stay alive here, dude. Y'all get all turned around. Okay, we got a car. Oh, you're looking at the world's worst Grand Theft Auto player. It's amazing I didn't get into this, isn't it? So I have to go the other way. Why is it so hard to steer? See, I probably played this and was like, okay, this isn't for me. Are these the police? We'll get away from them. You know, Metal Gear Solid. This, if you've played that Batman game, it was on Xbox. This has a lot of that game in there. How do you get? Oh, you got to crawl under. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I didn't. This will be a quick one here. I didn't play this. This wasn't my my type of game. Oh, so he's got a gun and I'm trying to punch him. Oh, I got a scope. Okay, that's really gonna help the situation here. You know, for its time though, you know, playing this back then, there was nothing like it. This is kind of the Crash Bandicoot we didn't get, but we got Rayman instead. Kind of has that Donkey Kong Country vibe to it. Oh, so we're going up. Can we go on that vine? Yep. Get away from that guy. It's a little bit more up my my alley than Metal Gear Solid. Oh, the piranhas. Kind of like that. Oh my gosh, this is like Tomb Raider, which I just realized is not. So pressing up, you go forward. Pressing down, you go back. I think that's why I couldn't figure out Grand Theft Auto. And I think that was my whole issue with playing Grand Theft. Sorry, I'm like thinking here. This is. See, I don't understand why they made it this way. That you're thinking backwards, you're going backwards. So this would have been one of those rentals and short-lived for me on the weekend. I can't even like figure out how to get past this chair. Somebody pops out in front of me, I'm in deep trouble. Okay, so if I spin and then press up, I'm going that way. If I spin to the left, press up, we're walking towards me. Okay. You can't like punch anything. The world's most boring game. But at least I figured out how to move. Well, I got to give it to them that they made a system with a ton of different variety. It's not one-sided with too much of the same type of game. So the guys in the yellow are on my team. So I don't want to fire at them. This is how I thought Resident Evil would have been. Not a game that I played. Oops. We're breaking windows. Can I go down here? I really expected that this is how that game would have went. A little free roam style. Yeah, I could see myself playing a lot more of this. I wonder if you can change like the view, like, no. I like that you can see the guy. I'm not a big fan of the first person shooter. Through here. It's like how he just goes right through the window. But yeah, pretty fun game. This is something that I will definitely check out, try to get used to. Looks like Mr. Miyagi with a very large mustache. Wow, that's a big pause there. I don't know, I kind of like attacking a little bit more than this. Look at those Wolverine shears he's got on his hands. Holy cow. It's a little slow. Oh, come on, I got him. I can't lose to Miyagi. You know, after going through this, all 20 games, there's probably 5 games that I really liked. And then the other 15, I just don't have the desire to play them. I think something like this is fun. You know, the Twisted Metal, but, you know, like the Resident Evil or the first-person shooters never really attracted me back in the day. Let me know what you think of the PlayStation Mini. Did it meet your expectations? Going the wrong way. Maybe there's not like an actual correct way to go in this. Heck, it is a derby game. That's it. That's gonna do it for today. First time I ever fired up my PlayStation, I saw this. I put in Final Fantasy VII, and I never saw anything like this. And I wanted to save this for the end of the video. Like, this was PlayStation to me. Like, this was the first. And we all like looked at each other like, oh my gosh. Like, I've never seen anything like this. I think it's really cool that they threw in Final Fantasy VII. I wanted to save this for last because this is nostalgia for me. Like, Final Fantasy VII, 1997. Wow. I think this is going to be my go-to. I think this is what I'm going to be playing when I fire this up. I want to thank Carl for sending this to me. I want to thank everybody for watching. Gosh. This was a great game. Oh yeah, the fights. Look at that sword. Like you're figuring out how to like play this like back in the day. Like, what am I doing? So I never played any Final Fantasy games for Nintendo. So this was all new for me. And then you do your move. It was great because then, you know, you'd have other characters. And then we changed their names. You'd let them, you know, attack you, and then you get your shot at them. It's awesome. What a great game. Every system should have a mini console. I mean, it's just throw a couple games on there from our childhood and I think we all get it. I do regret not picking this up when I saw it. I didn't see a lot of them, but I remember seeing it one time at least. I'm glad I have it now. Get some playing out of it. See you tomorrow.